There we go. Wasn't showing the game for a second, which is not, like, optimal, obviously. Come on. There we go. Hi, everybody. Just moving some stuff around here. Okay, we should be good to go. So, here's what we're going to be doing today. This is, as I think many people know, one of my favorite games. I have streamed it more than once. I talk about it all the time. I was very excited to find out there's going to be a part 4 at some point this year, potentially. I don't know. Airdorf tweeted about it. Very exciting stuff. And I have been getting back into speedrunning again. A lot of things I've been looking at. But I was wondering, is there anything for Faith? This is a smaller game. It's not like the Silent Hill speedrunning community or anything, which is massive. And there's a few runs. There's pages. You have to find all the pages. This game has 99, I think, pages that you can find giving you information. Only one of them is required, I think, to move the story along, as I recall. There's any percent, obviously. There's all good endings. There's, stuff like that. And there's Marathon, which is you play all 3, even, chapters in a row. But Steam has an achievement for Good Christian Boy, which is you play all 3 sections in a row, you get all the good endings, and you don't die. Now, basically, every hit in this game is a one-hit kill. So you have to make it through all 4. Once again, just so excited for that 4th chapter that I keep saying 4. There's 3, that's why it's called a Trinity, Matthew, please. You have to get through all 3 sections and get all the good endings without being hit. Now, this is especially difficult in the 2nd section of this game, because in order to get the good ending, you also have to protect an NPC, so you have to make sure he doesn't die. Now, there's 3 endings in the 2nd section. There's 1 secret ending, which is pretty hard to get, and then 2 endings, which are kind of stapled together and depend on whether or not the NPC lives or not. But in the final boss battle, you have to make sure that he lives in order to get the good ending. So it is a pretty difficult achievement to get. I've yet to get it myself, despite the fact that I have almost every other achievement in this game. And I was looking, and I was wondering, there's gotta be somebody who's done this speedrun category, right? Where they've done, get all of the good endings without taking any damage. I've seen people do no damage runs for Resident Evil. Carcinogen, I think is his name, does no damage runs for Resident Evil 2 Remake, specifically. And essentially, if you're doing the Good Christian Boy achievement, you are doing a no damage run, because every single hit in this game kills you instantly. And the answer was no, there's nothing listed on speedrun.com yet. So, thrilling news, I'm going to be working on routing to get it. I'm not going to be timing this one today. I am just working on routing. I'm seeing how fast I can get from place to place. I'm just, honestly, just trying to get to a point where I don't die every single time. I was doing some routing earlier today while I was editing one of the podcasts. I think I feel pretty confident on Chapter 1. Chapter 1 is pretty short. It's not super hard. I've played this game a bunch. I feel fairly confident. And I just ran through Chapter 2. I got a pretty good run on the final boss. Actually, the final boss is, I think, considered one of the most difficult final bosses in the Trinity for Chapter 2. And I got killed one or 2 times, which is pretty good, all things considered. Sorry, just double checking that my game is coming through okay, and it is. So, that's the goal. Right now, I'm just going to be playing through one section at a time just to make sure I feel very confident in everything. And once I do, I'll move on to the next section. Like I said, I feel pretty good in Chapter 1. We'll see how Chapter 2 gets me. I think I have a clear idea of what's the fastest way to get from place to place. There are a couple of sub-bosses in Chapter 2 that are also kind of tricky if you don't do them right. I could talk about this forever. Let's actually just get going and get started. I am playing on keyboard and mouse. I think that this game has controller support. I don't know yet if that is the more efficient way to do it. We're going to just do it on keyboard and mouse for now. And like I said, I'm not going to start in marathon mode. I'm just going to do one chapter at a time, and once I feel like I can do chapter 1 nice and clean, no problem, I'll move on to chapter 2, chapter 3, etc. Like I said, chapter 1 is also pretty straightforward. It is not super long, and it looks like I've got all the notes. I have like 96 out of 99 notes in this game. I'm thinking 3 of them might be in like survival mode or something, which I have yet to really toy around with. Let us... And I've got all of the... Here you go, I'm not doing any of these modes. I already have the achievements for those. We're just going to be doing in like straight up normal ass. This is the base game level mode. I'm going to do my best to not hit any of the notes, because that takes up time. This game doesn't have an in-game timer, so I believe that if we would be timing it, I think that the way they time it is through the external timer that most people use for their speedruns. Damn it. Fuck off, Michael. Fuck off, Michael. There we go. That's Michael. He randomly spawns. I have played this game without audio, but generally you can hear Michael before you see him coming. You just have to use the cross and ward him off that way. For those who don't know, your only weapon in this game is the cross. I'm hitting spacebar for that. All of the controls for this game are your arrow keys and the... Come on, let me go in the house. The spacebar to pull your cross out. That's it. Very, very simple. Any items you need, you just basically throw your body into them and then go forward. Pretty straightforward, which means, like, that's nice, right? Like, it's pretty easy to get from place to place. The controls are not very hard. Where are you, Michael? Okay, there we go. Michael, like anything, is a one-hit kill. He's the first thing you run into. And if you end up wandering slightly too close to where he spawns, it is really easy to get totally boned by that. Frustratingly, there's been more than one time where I was like, oh, great, I just grabbed that key for this house. By the way, this house is locked, so you gotta run to that shack and go grab that key. That's what I was doing. Now we are heading into the basement. The idea, once again, if you have not played this game, the plot is... there was an exorcism happening in this house. You were like the assistant priest, and you've come back 1 year later to kind of solidify the exorcism for Amy. This was her house. Now I am just waiting for a cutscene to spawn. These cutscenes are unskippable, so I am just gonna kind of sit my way through them. The first time I played this game, this was the scariest thing that ever happened to me. I hate this. Alright, cool. So you just go into the basement, you wait for that to spawn, and then what we are going to do is Amy will kind of appear. It is a certain amount of times. You don't need to necessarily, like, go back down to the basement or anything. I just have to wait for her to show up. I have to figure out which one of these is Amy. And then I just go kind of back and forth between these two rooms. Wait for her to spawn again. And try and... It's random. So you just kind of have to hit all the different keys in the cardinal directions to make sure the correct Amy shows up. Which, if you're dunce like me and you keep accidentally hitting the wrong key, that is part of the issue. Right now, I am doing what is potentially the first run for this specific category. So, you know, if I happen to hit a key wrong, it doesn't matter so much. But if I intend to do any of the other categories, like, it will matter that I do the, like, each section one time. So far, I'm not very good at that. Like I said, I only started doing routing for this today, but we will hopefully get there. As I said, there we go. Yeah, so you just have to do that with Amy a few times. I think it's 5 or 6, and then the attic will open up, which is where the main boss fight for this chapter happens. No, I did not want to hit that. Awesome. Which means that I'll probably need to go the other side around. You don't... Most of these scares in this game you can just ignore. This, once again, is a cutscene. I can't skip it. If I hit escape, that'll take me to the menu. So I just gotta sit here and talk to Amy while the demon is yelling at John about it. Here's our boy John. And And this is phase 1, where I'm just gonna basically God, I don't want to say width, because that's not what I mean. The area of effect for the cross is actually pretty good. I don't need to run very far, but it must be said, these boys that are chasing me, there's gonna be another boy that shows up in just a sec, are immune to the cross. So I have to kind of, like, kite them as far as I can. Once again, any hit in this game is a one-hit kill. So if either of these boys hit me, I will just fucking die. So I have to make sure I kind of weave my way around the room while also trying to get as much damage on Amy as I can. Thankfully, the game saves after every phase. Excellent. So that is over. We're going to move on to the next phase, which is very similar to what I was doing in the attic before. You can see that... Damn it. Come on. There we go. She comes in from the opposite direction, and then I just have to hit her. So I am just going to try and figure out which is the Amy, the real Amy, and then spin around and hit her. You have to move pretty quickly here, because otherwise she will grab you. But like a lot of the bosses in this game, the trick is to kind of hang out in the middle, so it's easy to just get out of the way and come back around. Each of these is random, so you really just have to try every single one. But pretty straightforward, especially because you get a lot of practice doing this. The boss in the second chapter has a phase similar to this, where you have to spin around, find the correct one, and then just hit him. There we go. And now we are moving on to the last phase, which can be kind of tricky. She's gonna spin around. Ah, damn it. My goal here... Fuck. Is to be close enough... End of sentence. Is to be close enough that I can tag her with my cross, but not close enough that the letters that are spinning around her are gonna hit me, because if they do, she dives directly at me and kills me. Which is what just happened there. I was feeling so good about that. That's okay. This is the trickiest part of Chapter 1. She'll go around that cross. She'll usually go around like 3 or 5 times, depending on what section she's in. You're gonna try... What I'm trying to do is go to different parts of the room that are gonna be close to her, but not too close. If you also happen to be in the way as she's moving around the pentagram, she will tag through you and kill you. So you are doing a lot of running around. This is the one time where being in the middle of the room is bad. But, as I said, thankfully, every phase you start over. Well done. Champion work. Well done, Gomes. So, while I'm routing this, I don't need to spend the entire time... Damn it. Yeah, see. This is tricky. Sometimes I really am able to get into the right position every time, and sometimes it just escapes me. Especially because it's been... Come on. I was feeling so confident. I was feeling like, yeah, I got this for sure. When I was playing, of course, just fucking editing my little show, I got this in like a couple rounds, and now I'm like, I don't know how to play a video game. I've never played a video game in my life. I suck at video games. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately, you do have to chase her around a little bit. And sometimes you can be, like, right on the edge of that circle and be okay. And sometimes if you're even on it, it's not. So it's a really delicate line. It's very, very frustrating, I would say. Especially because, as I stated, the kind of room you have for your cross is pretty wide, but not as much as thou might wish. There's an achievement in this game for dying like 100 times or something. I got that one pretty early on, as you could guess. I have a shirt that says Mortis on it, because I was like, I've died enough in this fucking game. I think I think maybe I deserve to get the shirt that says the fucking death code on it. There we go. I think if you come to the outer edge of the circle after it's appeared, you're okay. And she's gonna go over there. I'm gonna come up here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that. And 5 up. And that's the point where if she does 5, she'll spawn a boy kind of in your general direction. I think the idea is that if she makes it all the way around the star once is when she'll do the 5 and then spawn a boy. And go over there. It's easiest to hit her after she has spawned a boy. Because she's just kind of sitting there. Yeah, there we go. I was just thinking, like, maybe the middle actually isn't a bad place to do that, but unfortunately, if you do it wrong, she does clip over you. So, if you're careful, I think maybe that is the better way to do it, is just... as opposed to running around the room. Let's try this. Yeah, I don't feel good about getting that close to her. Those upper corners are tricky. Hi, Smitty. I'm dying. I'm dying a lot. This is the final boss fight of Chapter 1, which is pretty tough. There we go. And every single hit in this game is a one-hit KO. What I am trying to do is get through all 3 chapters of the game without dying. There's a specific achievement for that. And it is very hard to do. And I have to get all the good ends. Which is actually easier. It is specifically the not dying part. Because... damn it. Amy... we are going to be hearing that specific sound clip of Mortis a lot, probably. This is, thankfully, the final phase of the boss fight. So once I get this part down, it's fine. It's just the matter of getting this part down. Because I could do the first 2 phases just fine. It's this last one that fucking sucks. Because her hitbox is just so wide. I know where she's gonna be, it's just a matter of making sure she doesn't fucking hit me. Yeah, okay. And my cross can't hit her from there. Can it hit her here? Yeah, but I'm gonna get hit by the circle. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I'm... like I said, I'm not clocking this run today. I am just trying to see... It's the, like, not dying part that I'm clearly worried about. And I'm trying to figure out safe strat versus fast. And I think if you're doing a no damage run specifically, I have to deal with the safe way to do it, even if it technically takes up more time. Which I am thinking specifically about... She's gonna start moving. Okay. These upper parts of the pentagram. I was doing so good. I'm just so... That's okay. This game is hard. I'm gonna relax. Especially when I am trying to do a no damage run. There we go. What I was trying to say is that the safe strat is the upper part of the pentagram. I think I have to move too far to hit her, even if the, like, box for the cross is actually pretty big. I think it's not big enough to be able to... And now she's gonna send a boy after me, and I could just kind of sit here. But I think she's gonna move. Yeah, okay. A little off, but not too bad. Damn it. It's all about that timing, baby. It's all about knowing when she's gonna move again. I have it okay, but that is what this part of the boring parts of speedrunning is about, is getting that to be instinctual. And I have played this game a lot, but unfortunately I think not. You know, that's practice. Whoop! Don't you fucking try it, girl. Okay. Now she's gonna do the 5. Don't hit me. I'm gonna use this time to get back to the middle. Okay. This is... I'm asking. This is the monkey's paw. I'm feeling okay now. I think this is... I just have to wait for this to be over, and then move out of the way of all of her things. Because she's going to throw a boy at me, and then... There we go! Okay. Finally! That is the end of this boss fight. She is going to go sprinting out of a window. I need to get ready to basically get out of the house as fast as possible. This is where we determine one of the 5 endings of Chapter 1. Wow, that boss fight sucked. That was very embarrassing. I've been playing this game since there was just one chapter, which was this one. So, embarrassing. So, yeah. So one of the endings here, I'm guessing what you probably do if you're just doing it any percent, is you run back to the shack. Earlier, I had to run to a small shack, which is a 2 squares over, 4 squares up from where you start. And Amy is hiding there, and you kill her. And that is, I believe, the fastest route in this game, because she's not very far away. What I'm doing for the good end, instead, is I'm running all the way straight back down. Second idea is actually this might be the fastest way to do it. This is the good ending, so if I'm going for that specific achievement, this is what I'm going to be practicing, is getting the good ending out of the 5. Michael, our friend from beginning, is going to come. I'm going to shoot him. He's going to get run over by a truck. And that is the end of Chapter 1. With an unskippable cutscene. John is going to talk about God, and priesthood and stuff. I think at any percent for Chapter 1, currently, Be quiet, John. I'm going to turn off desktop audio. He is yelling so loud. The current record for just doing Chapter 1, so going all the way through the top and doing that boss fight, is like 5 minutes or under. It is, people are doing that very, very quickly. This is easily the shortest chapter. The other chapters require a lot of moving around. There's more sub-boss fights, as opposed to this, which basically just has Michael when you're running from house to house and then fighting Amy. So, and then we get a bunch of text here, which is just explaining that they found a weird animal on the road. Okay. Let's do that again. Let's do Chapter 1 again and see if I can do that better. I'm going to try this one more time, and then I'll move on to Chapter 2. Just because watching the same thing over and over again I think is probably not super entertaining. So, once again, we're going to go 4 squares up, 2 over. I can clip through the leaves there. Fuck off, Michael. That was very good, actually, that I managed to move to another square right as he ran up. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember 4 squares up very well. What I remember is you get to the well and go up 1 other square and then go over. That is very good. Michael is totally random. He just kind of spawns whenever he wants, so having him continue to spawn as I am moving out of a square is real nice, because that means I don't have to stand around and wait for him to roll up. The only time he isn't random is at the end of the good ending. He'll always show up, and then right here, when you pick up the key, he always shows up to try and murk you. So now we're going to go 2 squares back, and then all the way straight up to get to the house. Fuck off, Michael. We'll see more of Michael in Chapter 2. It is how I know he has a name. Pardon me. I got distracted seeing him, and instead of going up, I was like, fuck it. Michael time? And then I was like, oh no, I don't want to kill him, I just want to go. I just want to leave. I do not want to spend time trying to banish him from this mortal plane. I will say, I'm not worried about anything hitting me in the house until I start dealing with Amy, because Michael only spawns outside. The only thing in Chapter 1, the only thing you ever run into in Chapter 1 is, god damn it, Michael and Amy, so. And we only really deal with Amy in those parts after this, when I'm moving from room to room, and then in this, like, final cutscene, and then she spawns here to give me a jump scare. And by a jump scare, I mean just a normal creepy scare. I know. I played this on stream a while ago, and I played, like, lantern mode or something on accident, and that cutscene in lantern mode is not fun. Just having this small circle of light where she creeps up on your ass, not cool. When I first played this, I said I first played this game with some buddies of mine when it was just Chapter 1 and then like a Chapter 2 preview or something before it was on Steam or anything. And they made me play it. Someone who is, and is less now, but was very freed of demons and exorcisms and stuff. Of course, they made me play it, and I spent the whole time just screaming miserably, and being very bad at this game, and therefore being forced to see that cutscene over and over and over again. Knock on wood, so you can die here. Head back up to the attic. You can die. Don't hit the note. There we go. If you're not fast enough hitting the false Amy's, or finding the correct Amy. I don't run into that issue anymore, thankfully, but like, wow, that happened to me a lot when I first started playing this game. I was very bad at it. It was pretty miserable, which meant I had to watch that cutscene over and over and over again. This is just a one-man studio who made this, and it's really impressive that he was able to do Chapters 1 and 2, like, with a mouse. Like, he did all that art and animation just, like, on a mouse. I definitely have told this story on stream before, but I'd still, like, just so... Game development in general is so impressive to me. Oh, I'm in a bad position. Oh, I'm in a bad position. But, like, any one-man studio or one-person studio who is able to create stuff like this, or Stardew, or whatever, is just, like, blows my brain wide open. I could not... Well, I don't know. It would take me a very, very long time. There we go. That's phase 2. Extremely nice. Or phase 1, I mean. Oop, there we go. Phase 2. Please let me get through phase 2 at least without murking myself, because that would be very embarrassing, because normally I feel very comfortable in phase 2. Awesome. I've been trying to get Ben to play this with me, like, since they dropped the Unholy Trinity. And he has not yet, which I understand. But I'm like, Ben, please, this is one of my favorite video games. I need you to play this with me. Play it on his own, that's fine. I think you would really like it. I understand for Chaos and Stereo, we are on that Metal Gear kick right now, but like, oh my god. Bad news, that means I'm just gonna make people watch me when I play by myself. Okay, excellent. Phase 3, we are just gonna hang out in the middle here. Let's see if I can do this without just getting fucking crushed 1,000 times. That would be so bomb if I could just fucking do this. Just gonna hang out here. Don't kill me. Oh my god, that was so close. That was so dumb. Fucking amateur hour. And you're gonna throw a boy at me, and that's fine. And I'm also gonna spend this time to get back in the middle. Excellent. Okay. Okay! Whew! That was so much better! I feel like I have, like, an actual route for this now. Or at least I have something. Wow, she takes so long to go out that window. Alright. And I have to be careful of that page there, because I didn't hit it earlier. John, please don't get stuck on that fucking wall. There we go. Now, Marathon Mode does not include the prologue for Chapter 2. Chapter 2 does have a prologue, which you can play in this game, in the Unholy Trinity release. That is not included in Marathon Mode. It just takes you directly to Chapter 2. So I'm not going to play that. I'm just going to go directly into Chapter 2. Which Chapter 2 does have a couple of sub-bosses, as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, which are not great. 2 of them are pretty easy. 2 of them are annoying, to say the least. And then the final boss can be pretty tough, especially because you're trying to take care of an NPC. At least in the first phase of the boss fight, you're trying to take care of an NPC. He actually ends up being impervious. And slam dunk the funk. Yeah, okay. I can't even go to the menu to be like, alright, take me back to the menu, please. I'm done listening to John. Nope. We will listen to John. I'm gonna turn down my desktop audio, though, because he is so loud. He is in his little sedan, shouting about the Lord. In Marathon Mode, you also have to sit through all of the endings, where John is yelling to himself in the car. Oh, never mind. He's still talking. I was going to explain some of the story, but he's still talking. This game has a lot of notes. I said at the beginning of the stream there are 99 notes through all 3 sections of the game. I've found 96, which is so annoying to me. Because there's an achievement for finding all 99, and I refuse to use a guide. But I found all 20 in this section anyway, and all of these notes explain kind of additional information about the world. This game has some kind of, like, in-the-moment explanations. Like, if you don't get any of the notes, you can kind of get the idea that this guy is performing an exorcism on this girl. Pretty straightforward, right? Yes. No. Game over. I got it. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. That's fine. And this is them explaining that they found Michael dead, and they don't know what it is. Hoorah. And now we're going into Chapter 2. There we go. A single exorcism. Just one. Oh, I'm missing a note in this fucking chapter. Okay. So, I mentioned... Wow. I'm gonna drink some water, I think. Chapter 2 does have a prologue. When you play marathon mode, you do not need to do the prologue. It takes you directly from Chapter 1 to Chapter 2 without doing the prologue. I'm just going to skip it. Prologue is not super hard, but if it's not part of the marathon mode, it's not what I'm going to do. That's not what I'm practicing for. This is, as you can tell by the color coding, a different guy than I was playing earlier. I was playing John earlier. This is Father Garcia. And we are going to see some of Michael, the hater who was trying to get our asses earlier when I was running around trying to save Amy. That's Michael. What's up, bud? My friend has a tattoo of this boy above their knee. Also, hi, Ben. Alright. I always forget that I have to run forward and try and exercise Michael to move the scene forward, because it's an unskippable in-game cutscene. And then he's free, and then I can move right up to the next floor. Boop! Don't worry, we'll be back in control of John soon. Warning for this next room. We're gonna see Michael eating a person. So I will let you know when that is over. If you do not want to see what is going on. Come on, Father Garcia. Here we go. And it's over. I love the fact that this game is nearly unintelligible, because it's like an SNES, like 8-bit level audio and visual medium. So you're trying to, like, they need the subtitles, because otherwise you can't tell what the fuck anyone's saying. Like in Chapter 1, Amy is saying stuff to you as you're trying to find the real Amy and stuff. And it's like, I don't know what she's saying, like, it hurts or whatever. But I only know that because I played this game a bazillion times. Alright. Sub-bosses. This is the area of Chapter 2 that has 3 different sub-bosses. We need to defeat all 3 sub-bosses to get through to the next area of the game. This game has a save section. I do need to go into the save section in order to move the game forward and find all of the areas. Basically, that's John. I need to get the key from Mirror John, and to do that, I need to go find all the demons. I'm going to be using the save house just because I'm routing and I'm trying to play it safe. Haha. And having to do all the bosses over and over again is annoying. Especially this one. This is the boss I find the most frustrating, personally. And if you die after defeating one of the other bosses, you start here, basically. So you have to do all of them all over again. And since I am right now just trying to get good at not fucking dying, I am going to be saving after each boss, just to be safe. When I am at the point where I am actually feeling comfortable defeating everybody the first round, I will cut that out just for speed. But right now, we're treating this more like a marathon run, like if I was at the speedrunning event or whatever, and I'm just trying to be safe. This is the first sub-boss. It's a weird fetus. Just as a heads up, it is an 8-bit weird fetus, but it's weird to look at, nonetheless. I think it's literally called the fetus. Now, what it does is there's a couple things it'll do. I'm trying to bait it up there. It'll do that weird little spin, and it starts wherever you are. So if you kind of, like, hang out down here, it'll start its path down there, and then you can move. Damn it! And then you can move. So yeah, if you, for example, if I had defeated that boss and then moved on up here, for example, if I had defeated that boss and then moved on to another boss and died, it would spawn me right there, and I'd have to do the fetus boss and then go on to the other bosses. So, very annoying. That's why we'll be saving after each boss. It's also why I start with this one, because it's the most frustrating one, and I just want to get it out of the way. Just gonna, okay, hang out up here. Yeah, do your thing. Do your thing, girl. And then it'll just kind of come at me. Get away from me. Damn it! I was really hoping that it was going to... That was risky, and I paid the price for it. I was assuming, like, I think I'm going to have spent... It's a time-based thing. It is how long am I hitting it with my magical cross powers, essentially, before it leaves. It's not like a distance thing. And so I was assuming that that was going to be enough time, and 'twas not. That was on me. This is another one of the, like, areas where it actually is kind of better for me not to be in the middle. I want to be further away from it, if possible. Yep. So being in the middle for, like, that weird wavy area is, in fact, not optimal. Or being in the middle for that... Okay, there we go. I know the boss fight is done once the boss starts flashing. That's true of all the sub-bosses in this area. So, once they start doing that flashing thing, I can just get ready to go next to the gate. And leave. And once I enter the save house, it'll automatically save. I don't need to go all the way in. You can see there's like a little floppy disk in the corner. These statues for the area up top tell me where I need to go, so I'm going right, up, left, and then up again. Otherwise, this is just kind of an endless puzzle. So, right, up, left. I'm going to try and move to get as close to the next area as possible, because it'll spawn you where you were as you were entering the next area. Here's this dude. I do not know the names of all the demons, I will not lie. This guy just kind of spawns and comes at you, so fairly easy sub-boss. It doesn't have any special trick. The trick for this one is the maze, and once you solve the maze, it's just kind of, yeah, like, come here, girl, let's go. Great. I'm gonna head back to the save area really quick. Though, once again, not super hard to do that boss. That's the easiest of the sub-bosses in this area. IMO, but it doesn't hurt. Alright, let's go do the third one. The trick of the third one, also not super hard. It just has more RNG involved. You'll see in a second when I'm talking about there's all these little clouds. And there's that little dude who moves from cloud to cloud kind of randomly. And if you get in the way of its path as it moves from a cloud, it will kill you. So the idea is you just gotta be... You have to try and guess which cloud it's going to move to. Generally, it moves to the, like, path of least resistance. So it'll move to whatever cloud is closest to it. But in that case, it happened to be the easiest diagonal was... Like, yeah. So I have to kind of hit it in... Like, I think it's going to move up. Nope, that's fine. It is a total guessing game. For me, I've yet to figure out... I think it's going to move... Yeah, there we go. That's fine. The math eludes me at times. Wow, I'm glad I saved. Normally it only takes me a try or so to get that one, but clearly that is the luck of streaming a run is... I mean, a run. Like I said, I'm not counting this one. This is entirely just trying to, like, do the routing and get good. There we go. Oh, I really thought it was going to stop at that middle cloud, but I guess not. Why? What is happening to me? Yeah, this was not actually one of the 2 sub-bosses that I was considering to be difficult, and now I look like a schmuck. There we go. Thankfully, it doesn't take a ton of damage. Where are you going? Where are you going? There we go. That's nice. That at least it'll stay there for a while, hopefully. Come on. It can't leave the area of the graveyard. I give up at this point. I'm just gonna keep letting it murder me. That's fine. So once the Clouded Sin starts moving past the borders of the graveyard, it'll move to another one generally. And so I am trying to base my guesses of like, well, it's gonna be stuck in this cloud for a while. The part that sucks about this area... There we go. See, that was a normal, logical movement for you. These are normal. There we go. See, like I said, it doesn't need a lot of damage. It's just, for some reason, it was taking some really weird moves there. Okay, cool. Sub-boss is defeated. I can now go back to the safe house and pick up the key from myself. This is a warning. There's about to be some ice cream. I will tell you when it is over. And done. Pretty brief, but I figure it's worth mentioning anyway. Because the first time I saw that, it scared the shit out of me. I don't even generally have issues with ice cream. I was just like, whoa! Hi! Okay, we have unlocked the key, and now we are going to the next area of the game. Pretty straightforward, not a lot of, Hold on, I'm getting my areas mixed up. Church is next, then the Candy Tunnel. So the other sub-boss that is really annoying is in the church. Her deal, I think she's called the Spindly Lady, if I recall correctly. You will see as I walk into this room, each room has a set of these candles. One of the lit candles represents me, the other one represents the Spindly Lady right now, and each candle represents a room. So you can see I am in the room that I started in. She moves one room every time you move a room. So, and that's another randomized piece. I'm trying to get into the same room as her to start the fight. But I can't just, like, slap between rooms back and forth. If you do that 3 times in a row, she will just spawn in your room and kill you instantly. So you can't try and trick the game by, like, moving back and forth to get her to come to you to start the boss fight. You have to move around normally. So, and for example, in this case, it doesn't super matter. So, like, now she has moved down a room. She is not restricted by walls or doors. She can move to any room she wants. So, for example, between these 2 candles up here, you actually can't move between them. There's not a door. She can, however. She can move from this room in the corner to this room if she wants. I'm still pretty far away from her. I need to go in here, though, really quick. To move things forward. I have to talk to this evil priest really quick. Turn this down a little bit. The talking in this game is really loud. You need to do this in order to get one of the endings. I think it's the 3rd ending. You have to bring... Amy is in Chapter 2, but only in specific areas. We saw her running away as we approached the church. Jean is basically saying, like, I'm sorry that I left Amy to die and didn't, like, cleanse her soul until Chapter 1. And now we are being asked to go find her and bring her back here. If you do that, you can unlock the secret 3rd ending, which requires multiple parts, is annoying and complicated. I've done it. it's not usually worth it, IMO, especially because I am trying to route for the ending where you get all the good endings. There we go, but it does let me come into this room. I'll turn the volume back up a little bit, and let's get out of here. Now, ideally, there are a couple rooms where it's... Now I just have to defeat the spindly lady, and we can go downstairs. That's basically it. Oh, God, I really don't want to deal with her in that room upstairs. So what she'll do is she will spawn 3 times randomly in the room, and then haul ass towards you, which is when I have the chance to hit her with my cross. Now, depending on the room you're in, there's obviously obstacles I can't move through. And I am guessing that she will spawn in this room up here. No! Oh, thank God. Because as you can see, there's a lot of benches in this room. And it's really, really annoying to try and fight her in here because there's your area of movement is restricted. Hopefully she'll move into... Yeah, so now you can see we are both in the same room. One candle is lit. We're hanging out in here together. So eventually, she will come and hang out in here. She will make herself known to me. I'm just gonna kind of... Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna wander around until she... There we go. Hey, queen. Yeah, now she's gonna run towards me. I'm gonna try and hit her. There we go. Like I said, annoying if you don't have a super wide range of movement. Otherwise not super tough. It is entirely just trying not to be in her line, and like Amy has something similar in her boss fight where you find the correct Amy and then she runs in a line towards you. It's just in this case, I only have so much time to hit her. There we go. Before she disappears again. But now that I have defeated her, I can go downstairs, get the fuck out of here. Oh my God, please let me go downstairs. There we go. I am gonna open up an image here, because there's a puzzle. And I have to go in a particular line in order to not get murked. Normally, you click on that, it tells you something, and the letter up above says, like, my watch is always stopped at 2. Clearly, all the symbols there represent a watch, and so I have to hit the numbers in a very particular, starting at the number 2 symbol, which is here. Go to the X, go here, go up, go here. If I recall, I think this is the path. There we go. Okay. Easy. Not easy if you don't know what you're doing, because you can immediately get destroyed if you do that incorrectly. But once you have the plan, it's fine. And presumably once I do it enough, I'll just fucking remember. It's not that complicated a path, you just have to remember which way you're going. And this, as far as I know, is the only note you have to read in order to move forward. This is something talking about how John killed Amy or whatever. This game has some... And I can't just hold the down button here, I have to click my way through this note. Unlike all of the other notes in the game, which just give you pieces of lore, essentially. They're like letters, they're invites to birthday parties, they're notes, etc. That one I have to actually physically click through to get to the bottom. And this is a cutscene, I cannot skip through this. Warning for some gore. Okay. Warning from some gore is the plot of this game, unfortunately. Oh god, and I have to remember... Okay, there we go. One of the ways to get that complicated secret ending is actually to go up to this street here and kill these people who are trying to fix their car. Something I would have never fucking thought to do if it wasn't for the fact that I found, like, a guide that told me how to do it. Okay, candy tunnel. Pretty straightforward for the most part, but you have to do a lot of backtracking. At one point, I have to find a flashlight duo sub boss fight and then come all the way back. In the room behind me, yeah, and okay, so I have to go there to get through to the next area, but first I have to go through here. There's a creature, there's like a cutscene in the next room where something is gonna come at me. There we go, and I just have to sit here and wait, and this is a cutscene where I just have to, like, not move while this thing comes at me. Very unnerving. Always hate it. But I think interesting, game-wise. I think it's cool, but it's not fun to just, you know, sit there where something comes directly at your ass and is scary and gross. Okay. Now I have to go... Oh, damn it. I always forget exactly... Yeah. Okay. Because I could go through there, and... This is part of the reason why I'm doing this routing, is I'm trying to remember how to get from point A to point B the fastest. I'm trying to remember which area has the flashlight. It's the next area. Okay. So, I deal with the enemy that stares at me, go to the next room, there's the broken grate. I go all the way through these tunnels, which leads me to the next area. I have to go get a flashlight, there's a sub-boss fight, and then I could go into the next area after that, which will eventually lead to the boss fight of this area. So I have to come out here, go over. I can't go through there, because if you go through there without the flashlight, you immediately die, because there's something waiting for you. And then I go down here, and we'll pick up the flashlight and have ourselves a little boss fight, which is pretty straightforward. Not very complicated. It is just, and this is actually something that will help us, this is a tool we can use later. This is similar to one of the phases that we will experience in the bigger boss fight. I forget her name. It's Mother something. It's like Mother Mayhem or some dumb shit like that. But she does something similar to this, where you have to just move around in a circle and hit your cross. There you are. Hi, bud. Oh, there you are. Oh, why did you kill me? I was hitting my stupid fucking... Okay. Oh, okay, well, good to know that it spawns me here. That is also what she does, essentially, is she'll spawn somewhere randomly throughout the room. The room will be dark, and I'll just have to go around kind of hitting all my arrow keys, hoping to see her and hit her with my cross while she approaches me. So this is essentially prep for that boss fight. That boss fight, like several boss fights in these games, has 3 phases. And this is her second phase. Oh, you're getting close, mate. There we go. Ah, there you are. Hi, bud. There we go. Cool. Okay. Like I said, not very complicated, but sometimes if you just hit the wrong thing at the wrong time, or your pacing is a little off, you can get fucked. I think everyone and their mom knows at this point. Yeah, shut up. I really, really love these games. I think they're very good. There is no difficulty modes. It's all just hard, especially with the one-hit KO. Which is why trying to do this mode that I am hoping to do is tricky. For quite some time, okay, well, let me explain this. There are 3 people in this room. They run away at the light, so I have to kind of push them around, and while I am doing that, I am trying to exorcise that painting that's up there. Ideally, I'd like to get them all kind of bunched together, so I could just kind of, like, have them, I can just kind of turn one way and push them around. Sometimes that's not really possible. That's okay. There we go. Maybe that'll do it, though, is I can... It's just a matter of... Damn it! That was risky. That was on me. You have to... You can't just sit there and exercise the painting like I did. You really have to spend, like, 2 seconds doing it, flip around to move all of those, oh, God, I forget exactly. They're, like, monks or something. Move them away from you. And then... Yeah, there we go. Hi! Could you go hang out with all your other boys? If I don't do this, I can't go into the next room. So that's why I have to go away. There we go. There's only the 3 of them. So ideally, yeah, now that I've got them all kind of bunched together, I can... Trying to... Because the... Ooh, for a second there I thought that I was done, because it wouldn't let me move. I thought I was like, oh god, I don't think there's a cutscene here, but okay, I guess there must be. Nope! I just didn't move correctly. This is really a test of patience, which is frustrating, because you're like, I just want to move on. But nope. If you sit there too long, you just die. There we go. And the thing is, even after you clear out that painting, they continue to be in this room. Even after I, like, for example, move into this next room and go get the key, they will still be there. I will have to, like, sprint through the next room while moving those boys around. Now, I had mentioned that there is a third ending you can get in this game that isn't the one I'm going for. If you do all 3 of the pieces required here, which is, after you get the key in that first area, and you're, like, bleeding as you walk, there is an area where you can draw out a pentagram. There's the next piece you see, if you bring Amy back to that guy in the confessional booth, and then, as I also mentioned, that gray shape up there is for if you kill those people when you're in your little freak monster mode, like Sora in Kingdom Hearts 1. You unlock all of those, and you can read that note, and that's how you get that third ending. Obviously, I did not do any of those things, because those all take time, and none of them are relevant to what I need to do. Ergo, I'm not doing any of them. Where's the third one? There we go. Back, foul beast. Be gone with the... Alright, I'm gonna sprint out of this room. There we go. Perfect. I have the key. I can get out of here. And done. Now we'll be moving to the boss fight. The boss fight. Which is this gal. We're not gonna fight her quite yet, because, hey, Father Garcia showed up. He's the dude I'm gonna have to protect during the boss fight. He doesn't actually do anything. I just have to protect him. Yeah, he says he's like, I'm gonna recite the 91st Psalm. I'm gonna help deal with this demon. That's very kind of you, sir. But I have to protect him while he does something that isn't actually useful to reducing the boss's health at all. I have to deal with that. He's just there for me to take care of. Which means that if he dies, I can't get the good ending. I would need to restart the whole run. Even if I still live, in a marathon run, that would be fine if he dies. You're not worried about getting the good ending. You just need to move on. You could die as many times as you want for the ending I am trying to practice for. He has to live. So if I die, I gotta start the whole bitch over. So this is also area is me practicing for... Hey girl, what's up? Practicing for keeping me alive and keeping him alive. Now when I was practicing this while I was editing Steeple, I managed to do this in only 2 deaths, which was very impressive, but still not what I'm going for. And he lived the entire time, which was the best part, because there is points in the third phase of this fight where he is invulnerable, and points where he randomly isn't. And so sometimes he will just fucking die, and there's nothing I can do about it. Because I cannot, like, kite him. I can't be like, come here, Father Garcia, and he'll be like, yeah, man, no problem. He does whatever he wants, so I just have to try and get her as dead as possible and hope for the best. This game does, it's not super RNG heavy, but it has enough where I just kind of have to, like, pray, ironically. Alright. Let's fucking do it. God, I wish I could remember her name. It's Mother something. Alright, so phase 1, Father Garcia is going to start reciting the first psalm. I'm going to do my best to hit her, and try and take her health down while he's doing his thing, and also protecting him from these weird little red people that are running around. Generally, there's only one at a time, which is nice. They'll run towards me, and then be chased away. Once again, this is RNG. They just kind of show up wherever they want, so I'll just kind of, when I see one spawn, I'll spin. Thankfully, it doesn't take a long time for them to go away. No. For example, if one spawns directly next to me, that's fine. No. I think the fuck not. Fuck! God damn it. I'm thinking. Do I want to start this whole thing over? No. If I let them kill me now, it'll start this boss fight over. Including him being alive. Which is how I've generally done it in the past. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna let one of them just kill me. Yeah. Because I'm just practicing right now, I am not going to start the whole thing over if I fuck up. This is not me actually doing a run here. This is just me trying to practice as good as possible. So, if he dies, I'm just gonna start over. Okay. Where Father Garcia goes is also random. As you may have noticed, he started, like, in a corner last time, and this time he started in the middle of the room, which technically is easier for me if he's over here. If he's in the middle of the room somehow, because I have more room to react to these guys coming from different parts. Come on, go away. There we go. But if he is, for example, decide to move directly next to a wall, that makes my life real hard. This kind of area is fine. It's not optimal, but is manageable. Now, obviously, as you probably have noticed, I cannot move in diagonals at all. I am restricted entirely to, like, cardinal directions. So, for example, if one of these dudes is coming from an angle, I just have to kind of hope for the best. Okay, now I don't have to worry about Father Garcia here. This is just me. This is kind of like that boss fight I was just doing. As I mentioned, she will just kind of randomly spawn, and I just have to move around in a circle and hope she doesn't fucking kill me. I saw her, and I promise, I was trying to move to the side to grab her, and I just wasn't hitting the key right. Oh, my poor fingers. Okay. But thankfully, after every, like, phase of a boss fight, it starts you over at the next phase. So because I finished phase 1, I can just start over at phase 2. I don't have to worry about... Oh, no! I don't have to worry about doing phase 1 again, which is good, because phase 1, kind of annoying. Phase 2, bad for my fingers, but mostly manageable. Especially because I don't have to keep track of Father Garcia during this fight. It's just me. I don't know where the fuck he is. He's somewhere, but nowhere where it's any of my business. Now, as you can see, she doesn't always come directly towards me. Sometimes she just kind of sprints around. which is fine. That means that I can give her damage while she is running kind of across the room. Also, if she... There we go. Not bad. That's it. Fuck. For phase 2. But thankfully, because I finished phase 2, it'll just start me again at phase 3. I have to keep a track of Father Garcia again. But as I stated, he... Damn it. He kind of does his own thing. He is frequently impervious to that spinny thing she does. You may recognize it from that first sub-boss fight I did that I find to be very annoying. She does a lot of moves here that are a combination of all the boss fights I've done before. He is frequently impervious to that, but is not... See, he's using his cross here. That doesn't do dick. He's not doing anything for me. He's just hanging. Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Is she gonna start doing the cross? There we go. So similar to Amy's third phase boss fight, she will move around this pentagram. I have to try and hit her. Is in that, weirdly, in that pentagram fight where sometimes Father Garcia can die, and unfortunately there's nothing I can really do there. Nope. Oh yeah, and now she's gonna follow me around. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Don't hit him, don't hit him. You may notice I say don't hit him, like that will actually do anything. Because as far as I can tell, it fucking won't. Thankfully, and, there we go. That is it. That is Chapter 2. That was not bad. Let's see. I got Father Garcia killed once. I mean, I did that final boss fight in one go, which is not bad. That is generally a lot better than I have done in the past. Usually that boss fight takes me like 12 tries. So I got him killed once. I got me killed twice in that, like, initial... So that wasn't bad. And that is the good ending of Chapter 2, because Father Garcia lives. He sends me a letter, and it's revealed that Chapter 2 was a nightmare the whole time. Whoa. This is something that we would not have necessarily learned from my no notes. I'm just spinning around in a circle run. Amy has 2 twin younger brothers. I'll let him talk. Whoa, that's the name of the video game. There we go. The plot of the story, Chapter 1, John went with another father to exorcise Amy, essentially, a la The Exorcist. Didn't work. The father died, the parents died, John survived. I think the boys are sent to an orphanage. It is said through the letters that John is sent actually to a mental institution, because it's implied that he, like, killed Amy or whatever he was doing was, like, the church was like, no, we didn't know about this, and rejected him. And then a year later, he is left, he goes back, he exorcises her. In the good endings, she escapes, and he kills Michael, which at the end of Chapter 1, they say, like, I don't know, we found this weird thing on the road. Also, this weird guy is out and about, and we think he killed somebody, but we don't know. Chapter 2 is all a dream. He starts having more dreams about these demons. There is this apocalyptic event that we think is coming, who Father Garcia is like, yeah, no, what that is actually happening, I'm with you. That John is worried will impact the boys. And then we are moving into... I'm going to just move into Chapter 3. I'm not going to do Chapter 2 again. I feel pretty decent about it. There were a couple points where I was like, but Chapter 2 is a little bit longer, so I'm not going to just keep running it over and over. We're just going to move directly into Chapter 3. Chapter 3 is the one that I haven't touched yet recently, so that is one I'm going to need to do more practice on. That is one where we'll see me die a bunch, probably. Chapter 2, or Chapter 3, anyway, has a few different areas. This is where I'm missing 2 notes. Cool. I'll turn needles off, just to be safe. We're gonna have a few different areas that we'll go through and a few different boss fights that we're gonna have to go through. The good ending in this is not super hard to do. Oh, we're seeing the beginning of Chapter 1. This is when they're going to Amy's house. So all the thing I did explaining the plot that you see in the notes was useless because you see at the beginning of Chapter 3. If you couldn't tell, I'm fucking thirsty. My goodness. It is not, like, hot today, but I'm feeling warm. I don't know. Let's see. We got about a half hour before completion-ish starts. Let's see how much we can get of Chapter 3 done. Gotta haul ass to Amy's house. These are Amy's parents. I'm moving here, but this is all cutscene. I don't think I can skip it. No. I just have to wait for them to talk. All of these cutscenes are unskippable, essentially. I can't even use my cross yet. I am just a moving doll. I am trapped in a nightmare. Let me go downstairs. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. I'm sure that there's gotta be some fucking glitch that people have found for this where it's like, I can skip through walls and get out of a cutscene. But as far as I'm aware, I just have to deal with it. I'll just go to, like, wherever I need to head to make it faster, which is... There we go! Seems like right now that I've, like, ran out of people to talk to. If I get down to the bottom fast enough, it'll just teleport the other guy to go with me, which, bangers. I love that. Let's see. I'm trying to remember... I'm just skipping directly through a Chapter 3 guide really quick to remember... John continues to have fucking nightmares about his life. Now, there are some secret bosses in this game, and I'm trying to remember if I have to do all of the... Hi, honey! Hi, honey! You want to say hi? No? Okay. I already fed her. I don't know what her deal is. I'm trying to remember if, in order to get the achievement, I have to do all the secret bosses. What do you think? Do I have to do all the secret bosses? Oh, because each area has a secret boss. And they're not super hard, but I have to do all of them? What do you think? No, you live a life free of sin and don't know anything about video games. That's right. Here, to the bed with thee. Ha! Okay. Let's see. I think I do. I think in order to get the achievement I want, stop opening Steam. I say to myself, I have to... I think I have to get all the secret bosses to get the good ending. I'm thinking. Shout out to Steam community for having walkthroughs for getting all the achievements. You guys are the bomb. I don't remember. So there's a secret boss for every section. You start at the clinic, and then there's the hotel, and then there's the daycare. And each one of those has a secret boss. I don't remember any of them being super annoying. So thankfully that will continue to be true as I actually manage to do this shit. Now, Chapter 3 is fairly long, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get through the whole bitch before I close this out, so we can all sprint over to the Infinity Break stream. And by that, I mean sprint over to the Infinity Break stream for like 2 seconds for me, and then I have a recording to do, but... Just screening over this really quick. You know what? You know what? I'm just gonna fucking go for it. I know what I have to do for at least the beginning parts. I know what I have to do for the clinic anyway, so I'm just gonna fucking haul ass and go for it. Now, technically, the good ending has 2 options that you can do. I don't think either one of them is faster than the other. I think technically one of them doesn't necessarily have an end. Oh god, I think I'm remembering parts of this wrong. Anyway, whatever. I have to talk to this cop. Bye, bitch. And I have to sneak in to... This is a, I think specifically it's an abortion clinic, if I recall correctly. I think I have to sneak it through the back. Duh, what the fuck? Oh, it's the truck. Duh. It's the truck that killed Michael. It just comes through every once in a while. I have to try and remember how to break through the back. Leave me alone. Don't... This motherfucker yells at me every single time you walk by him. It doesn't help that I have a bag of bagel chips directly in front of part of my monitor, huh? Oh, it's a bird. Oh, those are the faces. I've been playing I'm Scared recently in my spare time. Because I never technically finished that game. Man, that game's pretty good, huh? So looking up and seeing one of the faces from I'm Scared was like, oh my god, I wasn't ready for this. Can I break into your car? No. Don't yell at me about how this is no place for me. You're not my fucking dad. Oh, I misremembered some of the layouts wrong. Okay, so talk to cop. There we go. I was remembering how to break into the daycare. Fucking amateur hour. Okay. We'll go down. In the notes, there's something about how Amy used to work here. This is why we're checking this out first. There's a lot of stuff about, like... Hell yeah, brother. They sure did. We're checking out places that are related to Amy, essentially, because we think that she's related to this, like, large apocalyptic event that is about to happen. So she used to work at this abortion clinic, for example. This is not a kill. This is supposed to happen. This is a cutscene. I am getting my ass dragged downstairs. I have to hide myself, basically, for... I think this'll do. Nope. Okay. I might need to go out into the hallway. I'm trying to remember exactly what counts as hiding. And I think... Oh, that's right. It's in the hallway. I am doing each one of these movements individually by slamming the fucking arrow key. I'm trying to remember. I have to hide, like, near a body. And I'm trying to remember which one. And, like, I don't move very fast doing this. Because I can't escape where I'm strapped down. Until I get past this, like, murder screen, essentially. Yeah, I know, Queen. Oh, I just noticed there's fucking loss. That feels kind of in poor taste, considering what that comic is about, but that's fine. Okay. Now here's the question. Do I move while it's over there? Yes. How is he fucking moving this thing, is my question. Is he just is he wriggling? So I think that I move now. Oh no. I know, Queen. I am hiding you as hard as I can. Through that door right above me is the secret boss of this area. That's where the mother is. So I will come back down here before I leave this area to go to the hotel. I always thought it was an apartment complex, but whatever, what do I know? I think it's probably faster to just shove myself... Yeah, there we go. The cop comes down. He sets me loose. Thank you. Let me go. Let me go. Let's fucking leave. So handy. So useful. Thank you, sir. Don't worry, he dies in about 30 seconds, because we get... I don't want to give it to you. Just let him do his stuff. There we go. You good? You gonna do anything? Damn it. Come on. There we go. And then another one will pop through here. Come on. Goes through the door. Yeah, there we go. Hi, are you... There we go. There we go. I'm pretty sure the cop dies. Oh yeah, he gets killed off screen. There we go. I was like, doesn't he die? Yeah, I can go around that corner and he'll be beefed. Okay, but I personally need to head back downstairs. Isn't there something to... How do I get into this room? I am totally blanking. This is why you do stuff like this to make it so you get into rooms fast. That was my cool little song. I hope you guys liked it. Look out for my EP later this year. That's all just stuff I sing to myself while I'm trying to play video games. I am fairly certain that, like, clipping into a picture like that makes it slower. I know moving into a note does, because you have to then, like, scan through the note. But I don't know, because you're technically... I am still technically walking when I hit a picture. So it might be fine if I just run through it. I just personally find it... Okay, there's no way for me to go into that room without clipping into a picture. That's awesome. I find it really distracting. I am checking something, by the way. Hi, honey. Hi, honey. Head 2 screens downwards, down the staircase. Get back onto the gurney. That's what it is. I was like, oh, God. I am missing something super obvious here. And it is. It is something that I've done multiple times before, and I somehow forget every fucking time. Because it's like, why would you get back on a gurney? That seems absurd. The movement for this gurney sucks. Why would I get back on? Because that's how you play the video game. Okay, wait for a short while. There we go. Hi there. Welcome. There we go. Secret boss time. Hello. Yeah, it's I always thought that I would never do it until I was like, God, there's gotta be somebody who's done that achievement, right? Like, there's somebody who's done that speedrun. And then the answer was, no, it's not recorded anywhere. And I was like, well, I gotta try, right? I'm not doing a run right now. I'm getting through. I feel pretty good about Chapter 1. I feel decently okay about Chapter 2. I have not played Chapter 3 in a minute, so now I'm just running through and just being like, alright, do I even remember how to get... Like, if I did just a regular-ass marathon run, would I remember how to move efficiently through Chapter 3? The answer is no, especially if you have to get all the good endings and stuff, so I'm just practicing getting good at Chapter 3 again. God, the voices in this game are so horrible. Hi! Especially for the demons and the ghosts are just... Hey, I'm out of here. Good talking. I'm done. Girl, I'm busy. Just hold on a sec. Good Christian boy, I think you specifically have to get the good endings. So I can't get the bad endings. I have to specifically get the good endings, get the achievement. And as I recall, it's actually easier to do this. If I recall the strats for this horrible to listen to fight, it is easiest if I, like, get all the babies kind of bunched together and then bring them, like, towards their mom so I can kind of hit everybody in one go. Which is not, like, super fast, but it's, like, safe. Yeah, it's... I love, like, everything... Oh, God, there's so many babies. Everything about the design of this game is so great to me. Don't fucking hit me. Oh, God. So many babies. So many babies. Yeah, let's just try and cull some of these children. Oh, no! Oh, no! I wanna hit that before that happens. No! 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 You like how I said earlier, I was like, I remember the mother isn't so bad. No, it's bad. It sucks so bad. Don't. Fuck. Well, I'm fucked on this fight. Yeah, there's no way I was gonna get through that. You have to get those babies before they become the little spindly boys. Or you're boned, because you like can't get rid of them otherwise. So if you do it right, it's not awful. It's just a matter of organizing everybody correctly. Whoop. And right now, I can't hit the mother. So I'm just gonna try and, like, get rid of as many No! I see you! Don't even fucking try it. Damn it. Well, glad I'm getting this practice in now, before I tried to do an actual fucking run. I'm trying to remember all of the boss fights. All of the, like, secret boss fights for this. There we go. Look at all these chickens. Alright. No. No. Simply no. You. Yeah. Okay. No. At least, I don't think the babies one-hit KO me, which is nice. They're still, like, not optimal. Because if they hoard you, you get just so fucked. And also, the sound they make sucks so bad. Just an awful sound. There we go. Nope, nope, nope. No, 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 no. Oh, thank God. Okay. Wow, that was really lucky. Okay. Stupid fuck-ass babies. Please, please don't quote me on that. No. No, 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 no. Okay. Get off me! Okay. I think that's it. Rock on. Yeah, I have been gotten by the babies before. I think if you get hoarded by them, it is no good. The worst part is the fact that they hold you down, so for when the morphing children show up, for example, you are in big trouble. Because you can't get to them fast enough. Okay. At least now I remember how that fight goes. Hi, Arwen. Can I help you? My beautiful daughter. My sweet, sweet, beautiful daughter. No? Okay. Great. Alright. Hotel. Well, let's just, you know... 1 million dead cops. Yeah, if I recall, that's how it works. Obviously, as we just previously saw, I don't remember that fight super well. I believe that they can... A bunch of them can get on your ass, and they can kill you. Okay, there we go. Hi, Amy. God, you were so loud. Do I help here? I don't remember. Well, girl, I don't have a cross. Oh, that's right. Cutscene. Unskippable cutscene. I love when my Bible teleports. It's very helpful, I find, when I'm trying to do an exorcism. I wonder if that's RNG. We'll find out. It's really just so embarrassing, I would find. And then I have to take these guys upstairs. Come on, let me take them upstairs. There we go. And I'll just clip through that sheet real quick. Just take them upstairs. Well, it's his first exorcism, you know? Sometimes it's... Wow, that ambulance is so loud. It's hard, you know? It's his first day on exorcism. He's doing his best. And now we run downstairs. And the other dude is dead. And cross. And I level up. And it's gonna take me like a year to help you out, but by God, I will do it. And this is a cutscene. And once again, he wakes up after a nightmare. I think he's doing okay, all things considered. That is, like, you know, nightmare level exorcism. That they literally made a movie about how bad that kind of exorcism is. So, all things considered, I think he did all right. It took him a year. It took him a year to get it right, but he did it. Yeah, okay. Apartment building. So let's go hang out with Lisa. I think the hotel was... A hotel. It's an apartment building. In this walkthrough I'm looking at, it's called a hotel, but I'm like, this is not a hotel. This is absolutely an apartment building. The apartment building is going to be the most frustrating part because there's a lot of backtracking. It's a lot of going, yes, my beautiful daughter, I love you so much. I see you. I see you, and I understand. I've already fed you, freak. It's a lot of going up and down. There's a lot of backtracking. If I recall, the secret boss requires you to go up and down and around a lot. It's like the imaginary friend of one of the kids who lives here. Yeah, I love Lisa. She's a champ, for sure. Oh god, what floor is she? I think she's on floor 6. I would know if I had read the fucking letter. Oh, I have to head to floor 3. Good job. Well done. Let's do that again. Okay. Okay. But we have to get her key first, which is somebody else's floor. Okay, so I can remember that. Floor 3, floor 5. Several of the stairs are busted. Yoink. Hi, Amy. I love the grunge. Just kidding, I haven't seen it. Not because I don't want to, just haven't. Okay. Let's try this again. Hi, I already fed you. Can I help you, ma'am? She is pissed. Okay. I'm not gonna read that. Yep, and then it's like, hi, my room is protected by a demon circle. And boop, and this will remind me where I need to go. Right. I have to go pick up other bullshit. But if I'm, if I have to get the good ending, I think I have to do all the secret bosses. Or if I want to get the achievement. And I'm pretty sure the elevator friend counts among that group. Or does it? Hold on. I'm double checking. Oh no, elevator friend is a different secret boss. Elevator friend does not count for the boss I need to get for that ending. I have to fight someone else. That's fine. That works for me. Okay. That is good to know. Thank you. I'm reading what you were saying while also reading the guide that I am referencing. While also sprinting around these corners. Sprinting, I mean standing in this room while I'm looking at multiple things at once. It is very helpful to have someone who remembers Chapter 3 better than I do while I am trying to get good at Chapter 3. A chapter I don't play very often, because I played 1 and 2 so much before 3 came out, and then I've played 3 like a handful of times since then. Do I have to look at the seal? Okay. So... yeah. Yes, that is what it looks like. That is good to know, though. I appreciate the confirmation. Oh my god, there's so many things I have to remember. I'm gonna have to, like, have a note sheet next to me when I do the speedrun for real, which is good to know. I'm gonna have to have, like, a Google Doc open on my other screen when I start actually speedrunning this, which is fine. That works for me. I could do that. I should start creating this document now. In my off time. That all being said, I think I am going to cut it off here, because we are about to... Johnny's about to start streaming on the Infinity Break channel. We're going to start doing completion-ish. And I gotta do a recording pretty soon. So... I think that's correct. As far as I'm aware, Johnny is still streaming today. Let me just double check really quick. Yeah, okay. Oh, Johnny's streaming now. Oops. Okay. Yeah. Cool. I am going to finish up then. Y'all head over to Infinity Break Gaming to watch Johnny play Spider-Man. And then I am going to get ready to record. And by that, I mean I'm going to eat so many bagel chips. Thank you all for watching. I am realizing now, after spending 2 hours doing this, that I have to do so much more work. But I am feeling excited rather than depressed about it. If you had asked me a week ago if I was going to be excited about trying to get the Good Christian Boy ending / achievement, and if I was going to want to speedrun it, I would have said no. So, shout out to the me of now, who is actually ready to try and start doing this, and is full of fear. but by God, we will do it. I will get there. I don't have a consistent streaming schedule right now because I don't have a consistent schedule right now. But I will try and I'll probably do a lot of routing just in my spare time. But I will try and stream as much as I can as we all get prepared for actually trying to do my first real speed run. But until that, I will be doing a lot of practice, especially on Chapter 3, which is one I feel less comfortable with. Like I said, Chapters 1 and 2, I feel fairly comfortable with. Chapter 3 is the one that I'm going to be doing a lot of practice. So I will be here. I will see you probably next week. Probably Sunday, if I had to guess, like early morning on Sunday is when my next free time will be. But yeah, I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for joining me. Chapter 4 is in progress. I'm just saying. He tweeted about it in January. Chapter 4 is coming. I'm very excited. I can fucking spit. Oh my god, I saw that and I was like shaking, crying, screaming, all that stuff. So hopefully I will finish doing this by the time Chapter 4 comes out. Maybe this year? Oh my god. Whew. Okay. Thank you. Bye.